Welcome back to BaldHeaded Metal, guys, and welcome back to another reaction. Coming back to Lorna Shore, I've seen this song for quite a while since it come out, past 2 weeks. Just haven't had a chance to come around to it. It's a love and hate relationship with this band because you guys, how I've expressed my opinion with deathcore. But there's something about Will, it is something about Lorna Shore where I do love their energy, even if I don't always love the songs. The reason I keep coming back to this band. And there is creativity in this band that I think is what piques my interest and keeps me coming back. And perhaps one day the thing will click. It's like sometimes a band takes weeks, months, years sometimes to click, albums to click. And then just one day you wake up like, whoa, why didn't I like this before? With that being said, let's get into it. For those who are new to this channel, just be ready. I do voice my criticism in the spirit of conversation rather than a criticism of the artist. I gotta say, this is my favorite song right off the bat. I don't even have to think about it. From what I heard from Lorna Shore, this is my favorite. I really love when they have this like symphonic overtones on this deathcore, metalcore, whatever you want to call it, core genre, and how they blend the two elements, which I understand is a more new style from Lorna Shore. It just fits them so well. It has this like Flesh God Apocalypse, but with more intricacy, and I think more unique elements, progressive elements that I think I really enjoy. It's not just breakdown focus like the past couple songs I've heard from this particular band. And it just becomes like a thing that somebody just enjoys all the content from the band. Some people are going to enjoy certain styles. Like, this is the style that I enjoy from them. This is what I like. An album like this, I'll be so into. Wonderful solo. See, it's like I'm just gonna explain my feeling. You guys can counter it the way you want. That middle part of the song with the breakdown, to me, breaks the whole flow of the song. You can look at it as a change up, right? A change up in pace, a change up in rhythm. But for me, it breaks the flow. It just doesn't change, it breaks the flow for me. And I'm trying to get the understanding why. Like, I don't think every song needs a breakdown, even in this genre. It doesn't necessarily require every song. There's certain songs it sounds great on. In certain songs, it just starts sounding very formulaic. You start to expect every song. So when is the breakdown coming? When is the break? It's like if every metalcore song has the breakdown, it's like, okay, where is the breakdown coming? And I don't think it's necessary. In thrash metal, you don't always have to have a moshing song, right? Or a moshing element. Not every song requires it. Not, I don't know, every melodic death metal song, whatever their requirement, or black metal, it's like you don't always have to have the same elements. Just kind of, I don't know, jump outside the box and be a little bit more free in the songwriting in that sense. Because the music is so beautiful throughout. It's so good. The solo is so great. There's so much beautiful melody, and then the growling and kind of, you know, that heavy part comes. For example, I love Will's voice, and I love what he's doing, even in the breakdown. Like, he's control of his voice, but it just, like, it gets old. For me, it gets old. Yeah, this is my favorite song from them for sure. I also gotta say what I think about Lorna Shore. It's this band has two ways to go. It's gonna become, if they become this kind of more formulaic style, they're gonna be a great band that might not stand the test of time. And we can't always see it in the moment. Like, I can't tell you if they are gonna stand the test. You never know in the moment. It's like 10, 15 years down the line if people still remember their name. And then there's a band that treads its own path and evolves to what they think they should be, not what somebody expects them to be. And I see both of those elements in Lorna Shore at the same time. There's this path that's just like, hey, we're gonna do whatever the fuck we want. And that to me is super endearing, because you're doing what the hell you want. But there's also a part of where they're stuck in this formula of they have to do certain elements because that's what fans expect from them. And I hope to see this band evolve more and become bigger and better than they ever were. Sort of like I've mentioned this with Nile, where they had this period where they started doing Those From the Gods Detest, which is quite melodic for Nile. It started a new era of Nile that I can't even look at the old albums in comparison. Well, Annihilation of the Wicked was great, but anything beyond that, it doesn't stand up to that album, not even close to me. And there's, of course, old school fans that just love the pure death metal that Nile was doing before. But that new style, they've really treaded their own path. And I hope to see the same thing for Lorna Shore as well. I would love to hear from you guys if you agree with me, disagree with me, and kind of have a conversation about it. And also make sure to enjoy the rest of your day, guys. Stay safe out there. Keep it metal.